Hi, Alan here from RVAcrossAmerica.net, and we're going to talk about fuel price trends. This is going to be at RVAcrossAmerica.net/, fuel prices. And this post and video are geared towards RV owners, RV buyers, and sellers. And we want to look at what the trends are. My comments, however, are applicable to anyone, whether or not you're in the RV world or not, because I'm looking at the greater economy, the overall economy, the um, the trend. And before I get into that, I just want to make a side note. I'm recording this on December 12th. This is for me the calm before the storm. I've been skiing. I've been skiing since November 8th, and as you can hear in my voice, I'm getting better health wise. And I've been training. I've been working to improve my skiing, and this is the calm before the storm. All you know what breaks loose around December 21st when we move into the Christmas holidays. And if it's anything like my second year at Steamboat, I worked 21 days in a row with various guests coming up learning to ski, whether they're beginners or step or two or three steps above. Whatever it is, I'll work with them. And if you're a skier and you want to ski Brian Head, contact me if you want a lesson, and we can arrange through the ski school to have you get a private lesson with me. Anyway, so again, I'm Alan, RVCrossAmerica.net, and forgive me for looking at my notes. Fuel prices. Fuel prices have been coming down. They've been coming down since late April, early May, and I have a chart in the post. The post very much supports what I'm doing in the video, and the video very much supports the post. They're kind of linked together, so neither one is self-standing. So if you go to the post, and again, that's at rvacrossAmerica.net / fuel prices, you'll see a government chart, a government graph that shows the price trend in fuel, well, fuels really, diesel and gasoline, since late April. And it's come down significantly. I believe it's a 17% decline nationwide. I know that locally here, anecdotally, for me, my fuel prices have come down for diesel from 3.75 a gallon to 2.94 a gallon. That's a pretty substantial decline. As I note, it is a nationwide trend, but the big questions are, first of all, why the decline? And I get into that analysis in the post. Along with that, if we peel the onion and begin to look at why the decline and compare it to historical terms, I'm actually in my report comparing Trump's anticipated moves during his upcoming presidency, second term, to FDR. And you'll see how and why I do that and how the two tie together in an interesting way. And then I ask the question, is this good news for RV owners? Is it good news for RV buyers? Is it good news for RV sellers? Well, on a first pass, you would think that declining fuel prices are great news for RV owners. And of course, I'm certainly happy that when I'm pulling my camper, it's costing me about 20% less per mile to drive. That helps. That's certainly leaving more money in my wallet as opposed to dumping it into the fuel tank. But what about buyers and sellers? One would think, since the RV sales market has been flat on its back for the last year to year and a half, in other words, RV sales are dead. Anybody that contacts me for my concierge service that wants to buy a camper, I go for the jugular from the seller of the camper that we ultimately decide is the right camper for them. On the other hand, if I get somebody contacting me and they want to sell their camper, the first thing I have to make sure is if they owe money on it, that they're not upside down, and almost inevitably they are. So that's a whole separate lesson that you and I can talk about, because you need to think about when you're taking out an RV loan, putting some money down so that you're not upside down when you go to sell the thing. And understand that when you buy one, it's a good idea to keep it for a few years. So the bottom line is that when you have an RV for sale, or when you're looking to buy an RV, in this period of declining fuel prices, who does it benefit? Well, that's where my report comes in. That's where my written analysis comes in because the picture is not entirely obvious. The picture is not entirely obvious. And that's why I want you to go to the post and take a look at it. And then I'd love your feedback. I'd love on the video here, if you're seeing this on YouTube, give it a like, give it a subscribe, give it a comment. If and when you go to my post, by simply clicking rvacrossamerica.net/fuel prices, you'll get my complete analysis. And I would love to hear your thoughts after reading my post. And again, there's a section at the bottom of my post where you can leave comments. There is also a section down there where you can sign up for my newsletter. It's free. I don't share it with anyone else, and it will notify you of upcoming posts. There's also some other side pieces of information. I got a couple of inspiring photos. I've got some information about a couple of other things, talked very briefly about RV skirting and about Goldbacks in the post. But hey, I'd love to hear from you as we approach this holiday season. Christmas is coming in 2 weeks. It's hard to believe Christmas is almost here. But anyway, Alan here, rvacrossamerica.net /fuel prices. You have a great day.